Hi, I'm Melissa Buchanan, and you're watching A Little Bit of Sports. I'm here at Birdies Restaurant and Driving Range on this beautiful day. I'm going to be talking to Paul, who's teaching these kids over here. Who would have thought kids at a driving range? He has a lot of energy. So do these kids. That's always good. Hi, Paul.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. So what is this that's going on over here?
This is our Drive, Chip, and Putt Challenge clinics that we have every week on Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. We hold them at different age groups and different times of the day for the family members, whether it be from 5 all the way to 84. We have them all.
You have 84-year-olds playing golf still?
We do. It's actually a great sport for them. Essentially, great exercise. They can still walk the course, keep their cardiovascular up, a little bit of weight training, lifting their bags up and down. It's a great sport. I mean, it keeps you sharp mentally.
What does it do mentally for these kids?
It teaches them a lot of focus, actually, a lot of concentration. They just enjoy coming out here and just focusing on hitting these balls, as you can see. I mean, I don't think you get this much focus from them with their books at home, you know. It's a great program. We teach the fundamentals, the rules, the etiquette. We teach respect, integrity, all of that goes in with the golf game.
How does respect and integrity go into golf?
Well, integrity, you're actually calling your own penalties on yourself. You call your own scores. You keep track of them. As far as the respect, you have to respect the course, the individuals you're playing with, the facility. So it teaches us a lot of leave something better than you actually found it, which if everybody did this in this world, it'd be a much better place.
Is it more of 8-year-olds? Is it more 5? A big array? Is it common for 5-year-olds to play golf?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We actually have parents trying to get their children involved as soon as 2.5, 3 years old with golf. It's a little too soon usually because they don't have a classroom environment yet, so it's hard for them. Nice shot! It's hard for them to basically hold their attention quite yet.
What's your approach in teaching them?
Just the golf is a fun sport. Overall, this is intended to be fun, recreation for them, the family. One of the few sports that you can actually take a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old out with grandpa and let them play together, or mom and dad, you know, different tee boxes or, you know, different levels as far as that goes. Our goal is just to let them, introduce them to the game of this beautiful, intoxicating game, and have them enjoy it. Hopefully as they become older, join the high school teams, the college teams, whether it be on their corporate side in the long run or whatever the case is, but just have them enjoy the sport and help grow the game of golf.
The kids are awfully cute, but I've been noticing these bags, especially this pink one over here.
Oh yeah.
What?
It's a style statement, definitely. If you look, you know, you look at young Gabriel here, I mean, look at this. He is full, ready to go. You look at Christopher Stiles here. It looks like he's ready to go on tour. Isaac, you know. Ariana, I mean, look at that. Got her nice little golfing outfit and she puts on every...
Matches her bag.
Absolutely. So there's a whole different side of style and lifestyle to a golfing family also too. Not to stereotype or anything, but it's a fun sport.
Now tell me about the equipment a little bit. What are these on top of the clubs?
Well, what you have is the head covers on top of most of your woods or hybrids, and that protects it because they're usually made of titanium matrix. They also have graphite shafts, so that helps protect the shafts as they go in and out of the bag so that they don't have as much fatigue. Your irons then, from this point, necessarily don't need as much protection. That is a putter, and that is what we're going to practice a little bit with a little later on. We're actually going to set up a par 3 here for the kids and teach them a little bit about tee box etiquette and work with it. But you have your head covers, you have your bag, you have your clubs. You can see they even wear certain brands of hats just to show their support for some of the bigger companies there.
Are they supporting the bigger companies, or are they supporting maybe some athletes that they look up to?
A little of both, you know. Some of the parents have mentioned that, let's say they play Titleist or Bridgestone or something, so they want to be just like mom, dad, big brother, sister, whatever the case is. But you do have the Tiger Woods influence out here, the Freddie Couples influence out here, definitely.
You said these protect the hybrids. What are hybrids? I've never heard of that before. Well, I've heard of it in cars, but not in clubs.
Yeah, not as fuel efficient here as far as that goes.
I think they're pretty fuel efficient.
Yeah. Wears the kids out. That's pretty efficient for me, actually. But the drivers and fairway woods, once again, and hybrids. Hybrid is a mixture of basically an iron and a wood together. So you play it more like an iron most of the time, but a hybrid is kind of a mix of both.
Okay, then, so what does the wood do? What is he using right here? That
is an iron there, and usually a wood is the first shot off of 14 of the 18 holes. And then you'll use a fairway wood or an iron, and then usually your wedge or putter from that point on according to the distance of the hole.
How many different parts of golf? There's the driving and then chipping and putting. Is that pretty much
There is a lot.
in a nutshell?
Well, there's the actual putting, there's the wedge play, there's the irons, there's the woods, there's the rules, there's the etiquette. There's a substantial amount. There's a substantial amount of different facets of the game, right down to the mental part of it, honestly. It's easy to get frustrated and then let the whole day go when you should be enjoying and just having fun with it, you know. You're more apt to do much better.
So your goal is just to tell them to have fun, and that is going to help them improve?
Absolutely, because as you know, kids are very relaxed. Youth are very, very relaxed. As adults, we have a perception of what we should look like, what the shots should be. If you notice, look at how beautiful some of these swings are, and they're so relaxed. So they miss a shot. They just get right back up and they do it all over again, no problem whatsoever. Us adults, we usually have thrown 2 or 3 clubs by then.
So you said that you teach adults as well. Do you have a different tactic to go at it?
Yeah, the baby talk kind of goes away as the day goes through, yeah. So yeah, it's a whole...
Is that because you start young and then you just get frustrated with the more people that you see, or just because they're older?
Just because they're older. But yeah, that's why. But we as the day progresses, we continuously have the age groups climb. And so we get more and more instructors as the day comes along also too.
Do you feel like you can get more technique thrown in because they're older and they can comprehend it more, or what is your approach on that?
It is just a different mentality, different physical capabilities, different athleticism, hand-eye coordination. You know, it's a whole different ball game there, as any sport, you know.
My first lesson, what would you start with? Would you start with driving? Would you start with putting?
I'd want to know how much experience you have first.
Absolutely none.
Okay. We'd start with the cooler inside first, and then we'd work our way out. No, what we would probably do is start with the short swing and putting first, and develop that swing, that shorter swing, into a longer swing eventually.
Is that what you do with the kids?
It is. We have been working on their short swings, and now, as you can see, they're taking more and more. Nice shot, Ariana. Taking more and more full shots as we go along, and that's what we're going to be working on today, is that full shot into the green form. You guys ready to go hit some balls out there? Oh, come on. Are you guys ready to go hit some balls? All righty. Go ahead. Go with your foursome. Go all 4. Go all 4.
Where are they going now?
Chelsea is basically, we're going to talk about tee box etiquette with them. A lot of the children.
Meaning?
This is their first time on, let's say, a tee box. So we usually teach them the etiquette of how to be quiet, where to stand, respect each other while they're getting ready, the nervousness that goes on with other people watching them, etc.
What is a tee box?
A tee box is where we're allowed to tee. As you can see, we have 2 orange cones over there. So that is the box usually that a golf course will have that separates where you can and cannot tee from.
Is there still a men's line and a women's line? Is that still there?
There is quite a bit, actually. Some of the courses have youth tees, they have young lady tees, they have beginner, intermediate, advanced, and pro. So yeah.
How do you differentiate from them?
Different color codes. Each course will have a different color code on the scorecard that explains where you're teeing from.
And what would you suggest for them? Obviously, would they be able to do a course? How old would it be to actually go on a course?
I mean, it's all up to experience, honestly. Like young Christopher here, he actually shoots, I think it's a 37 to 47 on a 9-hole youth course right there, which is unbelievable. So he has made it on to Channel 3, Channel 9, and his YouTube has actually made it all the way to CNN. That's how solid of a swing the young man has there.
And how old is he?
He just turned 6.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that swing. Look at that swing. And if you look up and down the line, I mean, we have some dynamite swings here. I mean, look at Isaac. Look at that. There's another great swing. You know, Austin down there, Sean. These are going to be excellent golfers. And the Antelope Valley is just loaded with a pool of young golfers here. And I'm just glad to be part of the movement, as Patrick and Chelsea here are too. But we're very, very fortunate. We've got a ton of young talent coming out of the Antelope Valley here.
Tell me a little bit about the history of this clinic. I know that you've been doing it for quite a while.
I have. I actually started my own a few years back, funded it myself. I was kind enough to work with some individuals that let me do that. And as time has gone, I brought the program over here and have grown it intensely, immensely, and have had a lot of fun doing it, you know. Some of the faces have stuck with me from the beginning all the way through now, as far as instructors, assistants, and stuff. So it's been a great program. It's been a great ride for me. I enjoy working with the kids tremendously.
What drives you?
I think just the fun that they're having, the smiles, growing the game of golf, honestly, just seeing it grow through these individuals, these young men, these young ladies, seeing the families, you know, congratulating them, you know, and it's a tough sport, honestly, and I mean, look how effortless they make it look here. I mean, they're having a lot of fun, and that brings a lot to me, and as with the adults, it's a challenge of making them better. And when we get to the adult level, basically what we do is we have a commitment with those adults that we're going to better their game. It's just not come out to do clinics. We actually commit to them that we're going to better. So for me to get compliments from students out, hey, just shot a better score per se, or you see someone else saying, hey, I just saw so-and-so, they played a great round with me, I hear you're their instructor, or they take clinics or lessons from the facility, really makes us proud. And that's well worth it right there to get that. It's like planting the garden and seeing the flowers bloom.
Wow, that was a nice shot you just made.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we have some young talent out here, you know.
When you take your car into a repair shop, ever notice that it's always a different mechanic? Well, that's pretty common in the automotive trade. A high turnover rate is just the way it is. Unless, of course, it's Wayne and Dave's Automotive. Oh, and you've heard of them. They've been in the Antelope Valley for better than 21 years. And that's a lot of customers. Satisfied customers, or you and I both know, the doors would have closed long ago. It's not hard to figure out that people keep coming back because they know they can expect sincere, honest service, and with their high standards and ASC certified techs, you can put your trust in them. The women love Wayne and Dave's because the waiting room is always squeaky clean. No worry about getting grease on your clothes while you're waiting for your car. Wayne and Dave's Automotive. I guess our best compliment is when our customers tell their friends about us. Come to think of it, that's probably why we're still here. And thank you. Wayne and Dave's Automotive, Lancaster.
Whoever said that learning can't be fun? At Genesis Gymnastics, they know learning is fun. Whether competitive or recreational, they know that gymnastics is not just a sport, but where you can learn much, much more. Consider the possibilities. You'll learn motor skills, integrity, motivation, drive, and work ethic. These skills can be applied every day, not just in sports, but in school and everyday life. Above that, everyone is a winner at Genesis Gymnastics because it's about trying your hardest. That way, everyone is a champion. Building students from beginners to advanced for 32 years shows that it is fun to learn at Genesis Gymnastics. And keeping children focused and out of trouble while strengthening their bodies is why Genesis Gymnastics is where dreams begin.
You want your loved ones to enjoy life as long as they can. That is what we at Lancaster Adult Day Healthcare are here for, to help them stay active both physically and mentally. Now, don't get us wrong, we're not a babysitter, because there are activities throughout the day to keep the mind and the body active. Lancaster Adult Day Healthcare has rehabilitative services to help them maintain life within the community and with their families, and to keep them out of long-term care. We provide activities and care with individualized plans to accommodate from rehabilitation to Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Continental breakfasts and hot lunches pretty much feel like home. Your loved ones will feel safe and cared for. Not to mention, you will be at ease knowing they're being well taken care of at Lancaster Adult Day Healthcare while you're at work. When you least expect it, glass on your car is going to break, chip, crack, or shatter. Now, this used to be a big deal, but no more, because Mazatlan Auto Glass fixes or replaces any glass on your car from front to back. Did you know cops will ticket you driving around with your broken windshield? So let Mazatlan Auto Glass come to you with their free mobile service, and that's with same-day installation. Now, it doesn't matter what car, model, make, or year, they even custom cut glass to fit your unique project. And with Mazatlan's low prices, you don't have to go to the valley to get a great deal. Mazatlan will meet or beat the competitors' prices with the lowest prices in town. Whether it's a friendly baseball throw from the neighborhood kid or a rock from the freeway, Mazatlan Auto Glass will fix it the right way for you.
You don't just become Antelope Valley's #1 driving range, you earn it. How do you earn it? Well, simply by having the best range balls, the best turf, and the only lit driving range in the Antelope Valley. It doesn't matter if you're hungry, are in need of gear, want to practice, or you just want to learn. It's all right here at Birdies Restaurant and Driving Range. Don't be concerned about age or skill level. We just want you to have fun. Now for you early birds, come into breakfast before work. And if you're up to it, hit a couple balls. Then relax with Antelope Valley's best beef brisket sandwich at Birdies Restaurant and Driving Range. Being voted Antelope Valley's best pro shop, you would only expect the best variety of new clubs with competitive prices. Our pros will find the right clubs for you, not to mention teach you how to improve your game with private lessons and clinics. Beginner or pro, you'll have fun at Birdies Restaurant and Driving Range. It's time for Melissa's Time Out. Now here is, I heard, an extraordinary kid. How old are you?
6.
What's your name?
Arlene.
You're 6 years old. When did you start playing golf?
Like 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks? I think a little longer than that.
Practicing a lot.
You practice a lot? How often do you practice? Do you come here every day?
Sometimes
What do you like about golf?
that I like to practice golf very much and play golf a lot so I can win the tournaments.
Have you played tournaments already?
Yeah,
Really? When did you do that?
I was been practicing like when I was 2 years old.
Oh my goodness. Then you've been doing it for a long time, 4 years now.
Yes.
What have you won?
The JDL,
What does that stand for?
like I play like in the 14 years old.
Play with 14-year-olds?
I think so.
Really? And do you beat them?
Yes.
Really?
And you know, I used to be grown-ups.
No way.
Yes, I do.
How do you do that?
When they like hit bad and I hit good and like make birdies or pars.
On a full course? How does your little body hit the ball all the way down to the hole?
It's like twisting your body. Like
Wow. You should teach me. You look really, really good. I saw you hitting some balls over there. This is Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi,
How old are you?
6.5 years old.
6.5? And you already play golf all?
Yes,
How long have you been playing golf for?
11 months.
So what do you like about golf?
Just having fun.
What's fun about it?
Playing with my friends.
You just meet them. Are they your age or are they older?
Mike's older and Arlene is my age.
And then do you win? Do they win? Who wins?
Arlene beats me a lot.
Is that who I just talked to? So you guys are good friends?
Yeah,
So is she really good?
yeah.
But I heard you're really, really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you plan to do? Do you plan to do tournaments? Have you done any tournaments yet?
Yeah, I'm about to get ready for World Championships Callaway.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Thank you.
And what do you do to get ready for that?
Practice 3 hours.
A day? Oh my gosh. Don't you go to school?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get schoolwork done and golf? And eat and sleep? How do you do all that?
Only one time.
What's your favorite club?
Driver.
The driver? Why?
Hit longer with it.
Hit longer? How long can you hit? No?
150.
Oh my gosh. I can't even hit 5 feet. Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah.
What? Tell me how to do it.
Well, first you set up with address to the ball. Just hit it.
And then what?
See if it's good or not bad.
What if it's bad? What do I do?
Another one.
So just keep practicing and then I'll get better?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for talking to me and keep at it. I hope you win everything that you do.
Okay.
Give me some golf tips. I've never played before. I've attempted to hit a ball. Didn't really hit. I just swung.
Okay.
So give me some hits.
How about we go over to the side and I'll show you how to do some of the things. All right.
Is this your club?
Yes, it is. So this is a wedge right here. This is kind of what you use when you're around the green, shorter type shots, okay? Now the first part of the swing that I always teach is how you address the golf ball. I always kind of relate it to a conversation when you're addressing somebody. It kind of helps how you build how you have them perceive you. So when you're addressing the golf ball,
See, where do I want to stand now to not get hurt?
to not get hurt, right there is fine, okay? So when I address this golf ball, I want to stand in a nice athletic stance on the balls of my feet, just like this, okay? I'm gonna bend at my knees and my hips, okay? And get in a nice athletic stance, all right? So it's gonna look a little something like this, okay? The bending is going on right there. The next thing I'm gonna do is my takeaway, okay? I wanna take it away with my shoulders and the big muscles on my body, not my wrists.
Big muscles.
Big muscles, that's important to think about. Okay, so it's not gonna be so much with wrist, it's gonna be with the shoulder move on the way back, okay? And it's important when you're swinging the club to maintain being athletic, transitioning weight, kind of like I always use other sports when I'm teaching people how to play golf. You know, when you're throwing a football, you're transitioning weight on your front side of baseball, very similar. So when I'm swinging this club, I wanna bring all my weight back and transition it through, kind of like that. Okay, and you maintaining being athletic out there is extremely important because that helps you repeat the golf swing time and time again.
How long does that take to learn though? That was a lot of different things.
It's a very slow process. You have to be very patient in this game, you know, as a lot of people know that have tried. But it really pays off, and there's a lot of satisfaction involved when you do actually achieve something that isn't kind of a day's worth of work. So very important.
Yeah, it looks difficult.
It is very difficult.
That's why I missed every time that I tried.
Yes, it is tough, but once you learn the fundamentals correctly, then you can kind of build. A lot of people don't necessarily learn the fundamentals correctly, and they kind of have to break bad habits, and that's kind of, you're actually starting kind of in a hole, so to speak. So it's important to learn correctly, and then you can kind of build upon that, and it helps you definitely get better quicker. So.
Very good. Well, thank you for teaching me a little bit. I'm going to attempt it in just a little bit.
You're welcome.